Hi there, and welcome to this timeline therapy session for going back into our past and healing a time in our history where maybe we struggled to trust ourselves, or we made a decision and now we're kind of looking back on that decision thinking, I don't know why I did that. Now I can't trust myself. If I made the wrong decision then, what makes me think I can make right decisions now? So much of what you struggle with in entrepreneurship is just trusting ourselves that we know what to do. We know the way. We don't have to look for somebody outside of us all the time to validate us or to tell us what to do or how to do it. We have to be our own leaders and lead ourselves. But one of the things that really keeps us from doing that is somewhere in our life we gave away our power or we lost trust with ourselves. So before we go into this timeline therapy, I want you to think of a time in your life, just the first thing that comes to you when you look back and you think, I really lost my self-trust at this particular instance. And just like the first thing that comes to you, just go with whatever comes to you first. And if you don't have anything in mind right now, that's okay too. Sometimes there is a very distinct memory where you look back on your life and you think that decision made me really doubt myself and made me really question myself and made me really wonder if I do know what am doing, or can I trust myself, or is it okay to say what I want to say or do what I want to do? What if I make the wrong choice? Sometimes we look back on our past and we think, well, if I couldn't make good choices then, what makes me think I can now? And because we lack this inherent level of self-trust, we don't trust ourselves to be our CEOs in our business. And then what happens is we give our power away little by little to everybody and everything outside of us. So huge piece of stepping into this CEO role in your business and being in your self-leadership is trusting yourself enough to know that you have your own back. You're not going to abandon yourself. You know what you're doing, and you're always making the best decisions. One of my fundamental beliefs is that I always make the best decisions. So when I'm investing in a coach or a mentor, or I'm making a choice for something in my business, I just tell myself, I'm always making the best decisions, period. End of story. I always make the best decisions, which means if I look back on an investment in a coach, for instance, or I do something in my business and it doesn't work out the way I had hoped, I don't beat myself up or say, oh my gosh, see, I can't trust myself. I just say, well, this is obviously all adding up for me, and I might not understand how this is going to help me, but I know that it will because I always make the best decisions. And it's really helped me cultivate a lot of self-trust that I didn't used to have. And self-trust is like a muscle. The more you flex it, the stronger it gets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get comfortable in a seated position where it's very quiet. This will be helpful if you have headphones for this. If you don't, that's totally fine too. But you just want to be in a space where it's really quiet and you can really relax. And just go ahead and get comfortable laying down or sitting up. Close your eyes. Just take a deep breath in and hold it. And release and exhale. And as you exhale, just relax into your seat a little deeper. And again, a deep breath in and then hold it. And exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Hold it. Now I'm going to say a few things that are going to help you relax even deeper in this space. On the count of 3, I'm going to have you open your eyes, and when you open your eyes, I'm just going to hold them open for a second, and then when I say close them, you're going to close them, and you're going to relax 5 times deeper than you already are. On the count of 1, 2, 3, open your eyes and close, going down deeper and relaxing 5 times deeper than before. And again, 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and sleep. Closing your eyes, you're relaxing 10 times deeper than before. And with With every exhale, you're relaxing deeper and deeper into a safe, relaxed space. And any outside sounds or noises or thoughts just kind of pull you deeper into this space. We're going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and sleep, relaxing 20 times deeper than before. So calm and so relaxed. Very good. Now I'm going to have you take one more deep breath in and hold. And as you exhale, I want you to kind of bring all your energy out the top of your head. Just travel up, out the top of your head as you exhale. And just imagine that you're floating above your body, just looking down at your body, looking down at you in this moment. And with every exhale, you go more and more relaxed, and you just continue to hover above your body, and we're actually going to go above your timeline now. So I want you to imagine that you're floating above your house or whatever building you're in right now. Or if you're outside, you're just floating above yourself outside, and then floating higher up, now you're above your entire city. Floating up higher, you're above your town, your state, the country you're in. You're just floating above. And continuing to go up, up. Now you're above the entire world. You're just watching planet Earth from up in the sky. Continuing to go up and floating more. You're up higher into space, and Earth is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now you're just floating around space, just relaxing and watching planet Earth. Now I want you to just continue floating up there in space, and I want you to think and feel into where is your timeline, when is your future, and where is your past. So if you were to imagine your future laid out in a line and your past laid out in a line, where is it? So just kind of feel into your body. It can be anywhere. There's no right or wrong answer. Your future could be directly in front of you, it can be behind you, it could be above you, it could be inside of you. Just intuitively feel into where is the future and where is the past. Very good. Now, once you've felt into where the future is and where the past is on this timeline, we're going to think back to the first memory or the most prominent memory that you can recall, just whatever comes to you first, maybe something expected or unexpected, where you feel like you started to lose trust with yourself. And I just want you to find that memory on your timeline. And I want you to imagine you're floating above the timeline, right above that memory. Continue floating above that memory. And now, staying above it, I want you to imagine that you're just floating down a little bit closer to it, just close enough that you can see what's going on in that memory. You can see you. You can see where you were, the time of day. Was anybody there? You're just kind of looking down on this memory. If you're feeling emotional, you can always float a little bit higher so that you're not feeling too close to it. You want to stay above the memory and out of the memory. So you just want to look down on it and floating there. Now I want you to go, as you're continuing to look at this memory, I want you to feel into exactly what happened and what lesson did you need to learn from this experience? Because nothing happens by accident. And once you pull the lesson from this experience, this lesson around trusting yourself, once you extract the lesson, you can actually let this go and heal your self-trust. So just floating above this memory, I want you to feel into and recognize, what lesson did you need? What lesson did this teach you? Once you've gotten this lesson, I want you to just absorb it into your heart, into your subconscious, into your body, knowing that you have received the lesson, so you no longer have to look back on this memory or this experience as a negative thing. You don't have to keep dragging it into your future and making it the reason you don't trust yourself. Now I want to bring some other energies into this memory. So starting out, we're going to call in the energy of acceptance. Whatever we accept, we transcend. We cannot transcend something or extract the lesson if we don't accept it, if we continue to make it wrong or make it bad or wish it hadn't happened. So imagine a bright, white, crystalline, swirling light of energy coming down into this memory and just swirling around you and around the memory and anybody else involved, and bringing this beautiful energy of acceptance. Breathing in this deep, deep acceptance. And next, we're going to call in the energy of forgiveness. Imagine this beautiful, golden, sparkling light coming down, swirling around you and anybody else involved, and swirling around the scene, and absorbing into your heart center this beautiful energy of forgiveness, forgiving you, forgiving anybody else involved, because the truth is, everybody is always doing the best they can with the gifts they were given, with the abilities they have at the time, with the level of consciousness they have at the time. And we affirm, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Whenever you're ready, we're going to thank that past version of you for being who she was. And we're going to actually bring in the energy of gratitude, because without this experience, we wouldn't have the lesson we need. It is a gift. I want you to just imagine there's a gift in your hand and you have opened the gift. You've accepted the gift. Sometimes the wrapping isn't beautiful, but the gift is amazing nonetheless and required to go to our next level. So we're going to bring in this energy of deep gratitude, and I just want you to thank yourself for being here and yourself for being in that experience so you could extract the lesson. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, we're going to say goodbye to this memory, and we're going to actually float back up out of the scene, just floating right back into the present moment of our timeline, floating above Earth, just sitting on our timeline in the present moment. You can see your past and your present on the timeline and your future. And I want you to take the lesson that you just learned, that your subconscious integrated, and I want you to go drop it on any aspect of your timeline in the past where you needed that lesson. Just imagine you're sprinkling it or dropping that lesson onto your past timeline. Perfect. Whenever you're ready, come back to your present moment on the timeline. Just take a few deep breaths, and we're actually going to go down, 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 bringing your energy back to the present moment. So imagine you're floating down closer to Earth. You're above the city you're in. Now you're above the town you're in, the house you're in, or if you're outside, you're floating right above your body. And whenever you're ready, you're going to come right back into your body, calling back your energy from every time or place, and really breathing into your body and being present in the here and now. And now we know that we have the lesson. We can trust and surrender that this is going to be so helpful for us moving forward. And we won't even know the surprising and unexpected and amazing ways that this timeline therapy will affect us in the future. But we have the lesson, so it's going to make a huge difference. And now we just get to sit back and watch the changes and enjoy the journey. Feel free to do this timeline therapy anytime you want to go back to any memory where you want to heal and extract the lesson. And moving forward, just know that you will now trust yourself on a deeper level than ever before. And on the count of 3, I'm going to bring you back up. 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes wide awake and alert, ready to take on the rest of the day.